The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe I.A. Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Rice Owls, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisiana Tech's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The give is to Williams. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sutton. Gets it out quickly. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sutton. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Simon. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Louisiana Tech!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, it's Sutton. Makes the catch. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Hopkins. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, the big bluegrass battle between Louisville and Kentucky has just gone final, and here is how it went down. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Owls headed quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. They go to the ground. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Using his legs, it's Osborne. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the tailback. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. Heading to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Rice rushes to the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Creates a little room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Looking to throw, it's Sutton. Plucks it out of the air. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football and let him make plays.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the field goal unit is on the field. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Just drives in between the uprights. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The lone back's got it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Johns. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Southern. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see 1 return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown.
Louisiana Tech, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll sneak in and try to surge forward. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear-end chewing. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Owls with the 1st and 10. keeping it on the ground with the single back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Owls are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rice! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Dropping back, it's Sutton. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Sutton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hopkins. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Louisiana Tech, 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone, turning it on. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give to the back.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Going to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass, it's Johns. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. They'll run play action, using his feet to buy time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional grounding offense.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
You could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing game.
To the air, it's Sutton. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Back to throw. It's Sutton. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Osborne. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? What's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Dropping back, it's Sutton. Pressure coming. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.